Growth definition. Growth exhibited by living organisms from inside. Increase in body mass is considered as growth. Non-living objects also grow if we take increase in body mass as a criteria for growth. But non-living objects is also grow by accumulation of materials from inside is wrong answer. Non-living object exhibits metabolism is a wrong statement about metabolism. Organisms are known as chief producers in the oceans. Which archaebacteria is present in guts of ruminant animals such as cow and buffaloes? Methanogens. Non-primitive mammals like cow, sheep, rats, dogs, etc. Such cyclical changes during reproduction are called the estrous cycle. Viability period of the human ovum is 2 days. Book Historia Generalis Plantarum was written by John Ray. The non-albuminous seed is produced in pea plant. Pollination in Zostera is hydrophilous. Point of the correct floral formula of cruciferae is K2++ C4x A2+4 Gb. Cells may be oval, spherical, or polygonal and often contain chloroplasts. Deposition of pectin on corners of cell intercellular spaces are absent and provide a mechanical support to the plants or characteristics of collenchyma. There are usually 2 to 4 xylem and phloem patches present in dicot root. Deletion of a short arm of chromosome 4 result in Wolff-Hirschsprung syndrome. In a monohybrid cross, the genotypic ratio of the offspring in F2 generation is 1:2:1. The repeat segments in repetitive DNA can be separated by centrifuging in CsCl2. A unit composed of a sugar and base linked with beta glycosidic bond is known as nucleoside. Which of the following only present in animal cells? Centrioles. Honey is collected by bees. The term totipotency refers to the capacity of a cell to generate a whole plant. Identify the wrong statement about meiosis. A 2 cycle of DNA replication occurs is wrong statement. Development of soil from the parent rock is termed as pedogenesis. In a pond ecosystem, the food chain starts with phytoplanktons. Microbes used for stain production. Yeast, Monascus purpureus. Which one of the following area in India is a hotspot of biodiversity? Western Ghats. Highest DETT concentration in aquatic food chain shall occur in seagull. Active water absorption accounts for what percent of water absorption? 2%. The transpiration driven ascent of xylem sap depends mainly on which of the following physical properties of water, such as surface tension, adhesion, and cohesion. The element required for germination of the pollen grains is boron. Which one of the following symptoms is not due to manganese toxicity in plants? Deficiency in both iron and nitrogen is induced. The reaction centers for PS1 and PS2 are P700 and P680 respectively. Which of the following does not participate when the light reaction synthesizes only ATP or performs the cyclic flow of electrons? PS2. Osmotic theory of ATP synthesis in chloroplast and mitochondria is based on proton gradient. The number of gibberellins known till now is 100. The major component of bacterial cell wall is polymer called peptidoglycan. Two categories of animals on the basis of red blood are enema and anema. Fusion of two motile gametes which are dissimilar in size termed as anisogamy. Mature polygonum type of embryo sac has got has got 7 cells and 8 nuclei. Velamen is needed for absorption of moisture. Philadelphia chromosome is found in the patient suffering from leukemia. It's help in synthesis of proteins. Bee wax is the real product of honeybee. The hydrogen acceptor in hexose monophosphate shunt is NADP. Which one of the following microbes forms symbiotic association with plants and helps them in their nutrition? Glomus. Why is it necessary to remove sulfur from petroleum products? To reduce the emission of sulfur dioxide in the exhaust fumes. The more the solute molecules in solution, value of solute potential is more negative. In nature, organic compounds invariably contain carbon. DCMU is an inhibitor of PS2. Flame cells and Malpighian tubules are the analogous organs in helminthes and arthropods with other insects respectively. Here is a matching. Paella radula, Bombyx Malpighian tubules, Pleurobrachia comb plates, Taenia flame cells. Wrong statements about platyhelminthes. Some absorb nutrients from the host directly through their suckers, and sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages. These two are wrong statements of platyhelminthes regarding the process of increasing fertility of the soil by the earthworms is called vermicomposting. The function of oxyntic cells is to secrete HCl in stomach. Digestion of starch takes place by amylase. The absorbed food material is converted into protoplasm by the process of assimilation. In the place where there is a high PO2, low CO2, less H plus concentration and lower temperature, the factors are all favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin. Cone of hydrogen ions favors oxyhemoglobin formation is a wrong statement. Two events occur during inspiration or contraction of diaphragm and contraction of the external intercostal muscles. Sperm must be concentrated in thick suspension is false in respect of viability of mammalian sperm. Beginning of menstrual cycle is called menarche. Other name of Caperteptidymis is globus major. In amphibians, syngamy occurs in outside of the body. What are the not possible ill effect of the use of various contraceptive drugs? Atrophy of genital organs. The Cenozoic era is known as age of mammals and modern flora. Carboniferous, Devonian and Silurian are the periods of Paleozoic era. Urea is directly produced in mammals from breakdown of arginine. A kidney stone is a salt such as oxalate crystal in pelvis. What is the main role of skin in a human is protection. Articulation of the atlas with the axis is an example of a pivot joint. Each pectoral girdle has two statements are there. It has two pairs of bones, a pair of the clavicle and a pair of scapula. Number two statement is scapula contains the expanded process and a glenoid cavity. The latter is for the articulation of the head of humerus. Here statement 1 is correct and 2 statement is wrong. Malleus is a part of middle ear of fossicule. The function of our visceral organs is controlled by sympathetic and parasympathetic neural system. A pregnant female delivers a baby who suffers from stunted growth, mental retardation, low intelligence quotient, and abdominal skin, and this is the result of deficiency of iodine in diet. The hormone having a stimulatory effect on the heart is adrenaline. Blood group is designated on the basis of the presence of antibodies in the blood plasma is a wrong statement. Blood group is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens A, B on the RBCs. Another blood grouping is also done based on the presence of or absence of another antigen called rhesus factor or H on the surface of RBCs. Basophil cells does not exhibit a phagocytic activity. Systolic pressure is higher than diastolic pressure due to blood is forced into arteries during systole. During transformation in the competent host, first give heat shock and then kept down ice. Wrong statement. Retrovirus is commonly used as a vector for introducing DNA fragment in human lymphocytes. In 1997, an American company got patent rights on basmati rice. A genetically engineered microorganism used successfully in bioremediation of oil spills is a species of Pseudomonas. Salamandra belongs to class Amphibia. The correct statements regarding connective tissue are fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed in the dense connective tissue. Tendons attach skeletal muscles to bones and ligaments attach one bone to another. Night blindness is caused due to deficiency of vitamins A. Which hormone is produced in females only during pregnancy? Progesterone. Matching combined pills, estrogen and progestin, mini pills, progestin, eye pills, morning after pills, implants, norplants, non-surgical abortion, mifepristone. First mammals appeared in the period of Triassic. Removal of proximal convoluted tubule from the nephron will result in more diluted urine. Muscles which characteristic striations and involuntary are muscles of heart. Which of the following is not involved in knee-jerk reflex? Brain is not involved in knee-jerk reflex. Gonadotrophin hormones are produced from adenohypophysis of pituitary. Low heartbeat, body temperature and retarded sexual and neural development are indication of a thyroxine deficiency. Left ventricle is the last point from where the blood goes from the heart to systemic circulation. Entamoeba coli is not a source of restriction endonuclease. First transgenic plant is tobacco.